photo in the street, throwing paper like we just won a lotto. Yes, on the beat, tell me that it's not my type. Tired of what I feel inside. I don't know that I'm supposed to make him wait. Let him think I like the chase.
Okay guys, so I'm here to do yet another review on my current hair, which is from Spring Hair. Now you guys know that I worked with Spring Hair before. Sometime last year, early last year, I worked with them, and I think I had about 30 inches from them, but I just really wasn't happy with not even the hair, but it was more so the service. Like they rushed me pretty much to do my review, so I didn't have a good chance to get the hair and like really do it up like I wanted to. So I put it in the middle part, and that's kind of what it was. The review is still up. I'll put a picture of what it looked like. The hair was really nice. I gave it to a friend. It took color very well. She dyed it blonde, but I really didn't have a chance to really experience them like I wanted to. But this time around, children, oh, did not. Have I fell in love with this good old puppy. I'm currently rocking 4 bundles of 20-inch of their Brazilian straight with a matching frontal as well. So you guys know I've reviewed and had frontals before, but you guys know I've said it, I'm not really well versed in them until now. I was kind of scared of them a little bit because I didn't know how it worked, and it's very different from a closure. So I was a little like, but I think I got it. So what I've learned to do, which I haven't done, I didn't do it any of my other frontals, was I plucked the hairline vigorously, okay? I was just with some tweezers to try to get it down to a point where you could see my hair up underneath it through the lace, but there was still some hair there. So pretty much I plucked the entire hairline so my frontal stops there. And the rest of this is my baby hair. So all of this is not mine. This stops right here. This piece is mine because I wanted to have my real hair out on the side because I just wanted it to look a little more natural. Wasn't too comfortable with doing a behind the ear thing because I find that when your edges look too silky, it just starts to look a little too fake. But aside from that, once I ended up doing it, I did it on a mannequin head so I could see because it's white, so I can see through the lace. And I went ahead and kept plucking, and I plucked for like a day and a half. Clearly not straight because it would have been bald by now. But I just kept going back, looking at it, kept going back, looking at it, kept going back, looking at it until it started to look like it was natural. Because the hairline on this particular frontal was so like, you just see where the line stops and then there's just hair and it's so thick. And our natural hair around the hairline is not as thick as it would look on a frontal or a closure. When it's stuff like that, you have to be a little more careful with trying to make it look a little more believable. So, of course, you know, I love a good baby hair get down just because I could. I thought this style would be cute to kind of showcase how it is. Because technically, if I go like this, if this part was down, I could do this too. You know, like I could do all of this and you couldn't see at all what was what. So that's the thing that I love about frontals, is that they're so versatile compared to everything else. And the one thing that I do love the most about them is the fact that if you put them on right, you could really get away with murder and nobody would really know. So their frontal, I would have preferred it to be a little more not as boxy as in a front, because it had the dividends in the hairline like it should, but the problem with that was the fact that it still was lined up, like the hair just stopped. It was no graduate, it just stopped right, and then it was just lace. So I'll put a picture of what it looked like after I plucked it. I don't have a picture of it before because I didn't know where this was going to pretty much go. I just kind of did it and it turned into this. But that's what it looked like when I tried it on with like nothing on my edges or anything. I just wanted to see how it looked. If it looked natural when I just glanced at it in the mirror, or if I was still getting that wiggy look. So after that, I kept plucking it and kept plucking it, and then eventually it started to look more and more natural. And the thing about styles like the style that I have now, African American hair is not very voluminous after you press and flat iron it. It becomes very flat and it doesn't do this at the top, where this is going to do this pretty comb over get down. So the thing about frontals is that you can still get that look without having to blend your hair with it and singe it out to try to keep it straight. So after I went ahead and like collected a whole bunch, I constructed the wig like I usually do, and I am promising you guys I'm going to do a detailed video because I have another frontal that I'm going to do for my sister, so I'm going to use hers as a template to show you guys how I constructed this one. I constructed the wig like I usually do, put all my tracks in the back, my frontal in the front, and then I took an elastic band that I got at Michael's and tied it in the, well, sewn it in the back so that all my lace would lay down and it would not come up at all. So that's why when I do if I do this, it'll go back down like nothing happened because that elastic band is keeping it on in the back. As far as the hair goes and the closure, it is held up greatly. I love the length of this so much. And you guys know, they've been really getting me with the short hair because you guys know I'm just a long stripper in my heart. But I really do. The length is like the perfect length to get something nice. And I think I did a hairstyle like this before and it was short. And I was kind of like, well, I kind of like the short look, but not with a frontal. I think I had a closure. I know I had a closure. But the hair is actually still nice. It's very, very silky. It's very soft. When I co-washed it, when I washed it, because I left too much conditioner in it, so I didn't have to wash it. It was still pretty. It was still silky. But I remember when I originally took this out of the package, it was like butter. It was just, and I remember my 30-inch bundles being kind of like that too. I just didn't have a chance to really enjoy them like that, you know? So yeah, the hair itself is beautiful. And I personally like this length. You know, anything longer, I don't think I would want. But this is perfect. If you want to be like chic, and if you guys seen an intro of this, I kind of went like, because this that I got on is, it's like a one piece. So this was some glasses, kind of like my other get down. I was trying to find my Chanel leather gloves to put on and really give it like sexy but classy with the fur, but you know, couldn't find it, so gotta let it be what it is. But yeah, I really like it. Makes a world of a difference in my hair how my wigs look with a frontal, like, and you know, practice makes perfect. There's still some things that I want to tweak on this, that I still want to do different. I don't know yet, but I really do enjoy this. Okay, my last frontal, when I did it, I had some hair out in the front, like all my edges was over the frontal. But this is, everything is this way and the frontal is sitting right there, and you would have to be right here in my face to be able to tell that I had a frontal on. But you ain't getting that close to me. If you ain't my boo, no. So again, this is from Spring Hair. This is their Brazilian Virgin Straight. I have in 4 bundles of 20-inch, and I think I don't remember what my frontal length is, but I believe that it is a 20-inch, if I'm not mistaken. If it's not 20, then it's 18, but I know for a fact it's not longer than the hair. So yeah, let me know what you guys think about the whole frontal. Are you guys into them? Do you want to stick to your regular hair? Do you want to stick to your closures? Or do you want to try something different? Don't be scared, because I was. So I'm gonna admit it, I was scared. I didn't know how it was gonna turn out. I was just hoping for the best, and boom. So I'll catch you guys in my next one. Make sure you guys click the links below if you're interested in this hair, and I will make sure I come back with a tutorial on this, because nobody had one good enough for me to really understand now that I got it. So yeah, I'll catch you guys in my next one.